We'll just see what happens.
Yeah. And besides that, it takes people a while to get there and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, all right, so it's working.
Besides that, it takes people a while to get there and stuff.
All right, wrong page over here. All right, so it's working. All right, so welcome everybody to Don't Break the Ice Yet. We're not breaking the ice tonight. We're just chilling. Thanks for coming on, Lori. I needed a guest, someone to talk to, to come on here.
I will be
But
your counselor. I will be your counselor tonight. I will
yeah,
send you my bill.
I definitely need someone to talk to because
I can
I
tell.
yeah, being a flat earther on YouTube, it's not easy when you have people claiming they're the leaders and they're the face of the flat earth community and they're on the mainstream media all the time and they're so hokey and corny and it's just not fair. It's not fair.
So what have you seen lately in the mainstream media? I saw one thing. Someone sent me a link that there was a Good Morning show or something. And it was at CBS or ABC. Patricia was on that. Was it Flat Earthers were highlighted?
Yeah. Yeah, Patty was on one, but there's another one that I
Is it?
want to play first because I'll play the well.
Yeah, because I
Yeah, I'll
didn't know
play.
about another one. If you know of another one, I'd like to see it.
Yeah, there's another one I think that was on CBS. Hold on, CBS Denver gets flat smacked by Bob Nodal.
Really? See, I didn't see that.
Yeah, because I like Bob Nodal, even though I think everyone's a shill. I like Bob Nodal because he's cool. Like he's like the coolest flat earther probably of all time. But all right, hold on. I'll share my screen. Can you see? If will you be able to see if I do or?
Yeah, I
All
went to the
right.
YouTube page. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can do this.
Now, was this something that you liked, or you'll tell me afterwards? Okay.
Oh no, yeah, I thumbed this up because I wanted to mark it, but it's not the original channel. It's another channel that posted it. Um, CBS Denver gets flat smacked.
Hmm.
Let's see if it works.
There you go.
Oh, you see it?
Yes, I do.
All right.
What's the channel? I can't see the channel.
Oh, it's not the main channel, but
Okay.
hold on. This is weird.
You might already be signed up for the Flat Earth International Conference. Jamie Leary was
I
curious.
couldn't believe.
Jamie,
I would never believe I would hear
that
this.
surprising that they're gathering here in Denver.
Not at all, and you can actually stream flat Earth information live 24/7. The guy who created this channel, it's called Globebusters, and he lives right here in Denver. Denver has one of the largest concentrations of flat earthers around, which is why this is the second international conference being held right here in Denver. Now, we talked to the man behind
I gotta close my windows.
Okay.
to find out what flat earthers are all about.
We are of the opinion that not only is the Earth flat, and I don't mean there's not certain pieces like mountains and stuff like that, but we're not on an actual ball. It's a plane.
Bob Nodell is well known in the flat Earth community.
Listen to what he says. Like he's such a pimp. He's a pimp, like Bob Nodal pimp.
Yeah, people do not like this subject at all.
You can decide for yourself.
Join us in Denver this November.
What?
International Conference.
Holy crap! Look at that effect.
Join
us.
People can go there and be uninhibited. What they think, they can discuss it openly and freely.
As a pilot and engineer, Bob used to think it was crazy. Theories he now believes.
Flat earthers also do not believe that there isn't such thing as space. And that's a crazy claim, right?
So what about astronauts?
The space shots are actually shot in a swimming pool.
In a swimming pool?
They're shot in a place that's called the NASA
Go,
Neutral
Bob.
Buoyancy Lab. Okay. And in this neutral buoyancy lab, they have a full-size mock-up of the ISS.
Bob knows this is controversial. He welcomes debates and says,
investigate yourself. Do your own research. That's what matters.
Do your own
if
research.
you're curious about the international
I can't
conference-
believe that I've seen this on the mainstream.
I know.
That's crazy. So here's the Patty one. And guess what the Patty one starts with?
What?
Can you see? The dude that was supposedly was in the space station playing guitar, singing David Bowie songs.
Boil it down to what I call a one.
This dude.
Oh, she put the interview on her channel.
Solve your problems in one breath. Crushed into your chair, you're like a leaf in a hurricane. 68 times the speed of sound. As you accelerate harder and harder, that light blue Florida sky starts to get darker and darker, and then suddenly black. And the engine shut off, and you're weightless.
And you're weightless.
The reason I want
Maybe he actually got through. Maybe he actually got through.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
He
got through the ice wall.
Good luck.
Fossilized flower on Mars. I'm Chris.
So before Patty's interview, they play Headfield, right?
Okay.
Isn't that kind of fucking weird?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Or whatever, Hadfield. I don't know why I think of that comedian Chris Head.
Seeing is believing.
What the fuck?
As these globes clearly illustrate the Earth is round. Or is it? Our cover story is report broadcast. Probably most people who hear about it will laugh at it, think we're idiots. We're not idiots. We're intelligent people from all walks of life and all ages.
Oh.
Patricia Steer is one of what you might call the stars of today's flat Earth
Okay.
movement, which mostly orbits around YouTube.
Is this is mainstream now? You're mainstream, Lori.
Yeah, okay.
Lori is your leader.
Yeah.
I mean, well, yeah, Lori is your leader, but I mean, Patty is our leader.
The sun is not as far away.
Mm-mm-mm.
Nor
So give me,
Good
what do you,
job she's doing.
about the same size.
She's
So what-
doing a great job, Lori.
so you like this stuff? You think this is good?
Harnesses, wires.
Did we really go to the moon?
No, we didn't go to the moon, and we don't have a rover on Mars, and we didn't do a flyby of Pluto, and we've never been to space. Period.
You're gonna have to give me your opinion on this stuff.
In short, flat earthers don't believe.
I don't know.
Unless they see
I
it
can't
for
believe this
themselves.
is on, like, but look, they got the Jesuit song on there, like, their logo is like the Jesuit song.
It's a giant game of chess.
Patty
All
logo.
of us in humanity
Yep.
at times. Part of the whole flat Earth thing is
Yeah, you could turn her off. Oy.
locked down. not
I'll turn it
knowledgeable
off.
about
It's
who
almost
we
over.
are,
Just calm
who we
down.
really are, and what we're capable
Like,
of.
is it a mask? Is it like a prosthetic mask?
Oh,
Have you
believe
seen
me, that's a mask.
Is it a prosthetic mask or is it
What, her face? It's just
Well,
Botox.
I mean, it could be like, well, yeah, everyone says it's just Botox, but you ever seen the movie Mission Impossible?
Oh, you think it's more than that, huh? I could look like that too if I had that money.
Well, what if she's like three people at the same time? Like she puts on a different prosthetic mask and like a little bit of makeup and like, have you ever flipped her face upside down? If you flip Patty's face upside down, you you can see
Mm-hmm.
it's a prosthetic mask that you put over your you put over your head, and then you put your wig, and then you put your wig on, and then like you put some makeup on, and like you're a whole different person. Like she's probably three different people at the same time.
I've never thought of it that way.
What?
I've never thought of that.
Well, have you ever heard of Shannon O'Shea?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well,
Mhm.
she's Shannon O'Shea. She's Shannon O'Shea.
Mm-hmm.
She's she's her brother, Timmy Steer, and
Right.
she is Patty Steer. So what she does is she puts over this thing over her head, and she's everyone at the same. Well, that's according to Dan and like people like Jeff and people like that. I don't know. Like they say that she's Shannon O'Shea and she's Tim Steer. So
anything is possible. I don't know these people in person, and you never know. I can't say anything's possible. People have enough money and resources. If there's enough stuff going on behind the scenes, who knows? Who knows? I mean, they're not in the same room with me. I don't know. We're tricked by all the things we see on video and in screen. Anything could be happening for all we know. Anything. But what did you think of the first video when you saw Bob?
well, I like that he has a sense of like
Honor,
YouTube.
like almost like honor. He seems like he has some honor to him.
Yeah, he has an honor to like the real people or something like where it's not so robotic. Where like it's
Right.
like so shilly. It's like yeah, I'm a shill, but at the same time I'm cool. And I'm like, oh man, like I like Bob, dude, because he answered the phone when Pops
Yes.
and I called him.
Yes. He was down to earth
Yeah,
enough
and
to talk to you. He's like a celebrity, but yet you were able to call him and he talked to you. Right? That meant a lot to you.
yeah, and he didn't talk like he didn't. I don't know, like he wasn't trying to like dox us, or he was just trying to talk to us about flat Earth. Like, and I
Right.
appreciated that.
Yeah, he didn't talk
And
down to you or yep. Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was like let's talk flat Earth. I was like, cool,
Yeah. Who else could you
But
do that with that's got a big channel, right?
yeah, I don't know. It was just weird, but I like him because he at the end he was like your research. It's filmed in pools. Like
Yep.
fuck yeah,
Yep.
Bob.
Yep.
It was straight to the point. I mean, there's a question here though, like that's been bothering me lately, and I guess this is why you're my counselor tonight, Lori. And that's okay. So when you found out about the flat Earth, it was either through Eric Dubay or Matthew Powerland or Mark Sargent, right?
Right.
So you and there was a division there. It was a divide. It was like one or the other. It was like Coke or Pepsi, kind of, because Eric came out and he had the shill list right away. Everyone else is shill. I'm the real deal.
Yep.
But now when you look at it from a couple years away from the like just kind of looking back, it's like, wait a minute, they're all shills. Like so, but why? Is it? Remember the first Flat Earth conference on the back of the T-shirt? It said "Flat Earth, 500 years in the making."
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like, is this a part of like we're a part of history, and every 500 years they just fuck with our whole like
I see what you're
mentality?
saying. Yeah. Yep. So
Yeah,
you're
because
thinking that maybe none like we look back in hindsight and it was like these camps were set up. You either went with this guy, or this guy, and no, you couldn't like all of them because they all hated each other. And you had Eric talking about Jeranism. He had the big write up on Jeranism. He had the big write up on Glowbusters, the big write up on Mark and why they were no good. And everyone was in their own camp. So you had right from the beginning, you had these little camps. So it seems like something was set up right from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big divide and conquer right from the start.
Yep.
And so like you have to realize that they're all working for the same company. I mean, it's like say Coca-Cola and Pepsi Cola. Like you like Pepsi or you like Coke, but you find out later they're working for the same. It's both Nestle or whatever, some
Right.
other company. Yeah, whatever fucking company. And that's what it feels like. It's like they're
it all comes from the same place. Like it all comes from the same mothership.
The flat Earth, the idea of the flat Earth, and when it's like a big, huge lift of a veil or like a blanket or like an onion, a layer of an onion that was like a couple layers of an onion that peels off the truth. Or like when you find it, you're like, fuck, it's true. So I mean, because you can't, there's no really going back when you find this out. Like NASA's fake, like space, everything is really fucking hokey. Like there's no, something's wrong. Okay. with the
Right,
ball theory.
like to me, there's something wrong, but I don't necessarily believe the way I did in the very beginning either.
Exactly. So I mean, like, but we would still be going along like with that whole layer of fucking mucus in our brain that's not unblocked. Or I'm trying to give you an analogy of like we would just be ballers walking unless why did these people come on YouTube and give us this big
Right,
fucking awakening, and
right,
then all
like
of a
yeah,
sudden divide and conquer right away, you know?
like in other
And
words, you're grateful to them for what they did allow you to see, or even all these people that you've allowed us to lift a veil to the point where we can question reality, question what we were taught. So we're grateful for that, but then you're wondering why was that allowed to us to question when they're going to pull it back and then say almost like a joke. Well, never mind. We were just joking on you. We're just fooling you because this is all just a joke. This is all nonsense.
you know what, you're kind of right, because that's what they're doing on, even though they're going mainstream, they're coming out as idiots, like with their hats like lit up with the lights
Yeah.
on it flashing,
Yep. Like
and
Mark does.
they're
Yep.
yeah. And I heard, and I clicked YouTube live because I have a bookmark on my thing. I just click it and it shows me what's live with Flat Earth on YouTube, and Patty shows there, and I clicked it, and she's sitting there saying that, oh, what if the people that supposedly sent bombs to the politicians today had Flat Earth shirts on? Like,
Wow.
why even say that? You know,
She said
unless,
that, huh?
well, it was like a joke,
Wow. Yeah.
but
Yeah. Even to say that, yeah. See that?
but
Doesn't
it
that
was
tie into other stuff we've seen?
but it's like but see, so it's like they're trying to find a way, like either they gave us a big truth that they all know about, and because they all know what the earth is, they have to know. They have these planes, these supersonic planes that go like thousands of miles an hour. They know what we're on. They know what it is. They know what the dome is. They know. But so they gave us a little bit of truth, so we jump on it, and then they make us all look stupid or something. I don't know. I don't know.
It's good that you're thinking that way, though. Like you're questioning, like if it is true, if it is true, and like why are they making a mockery out of it? But here's a question too: what if it's not true at all? What if it's not true at all? Like it could be this whole thing is just some psychological thing. Like maybe it's not true. Maybe the Earth is completely round and it's bigger. They got the curvature wrong, like the square mile. It's not right. It's bigger. Maybe we just can't see it, or they can't go high enough.
All right. Well,
All
then why
right.
fake all the footage? Why fake all the
Exactly.
footage?
Exactly. Maybe they don't know. I just think. Oh, my question is, if it is not round, the conspiracy would be too large. There would be too many people involved in the cover up to cover it up. It would be such a conspiracy that the people that would know would be too many of them to hide this. It would, if it's flat and there's a lot of people that know it, it's just too big of a conspiracy to hide.
But I mean, it was just we just saw it on the Denver mainstream news station with Bob Nodal and like
Hmm.
Patty Steer.
But I'm saying, like, if there's a lot of people that do know the truth, there would be like how many people would be involved in the cover up? Like you're saying, well, they do know, they do know. Well, don't you think that that cover up would be too large? How many people would have to know? And you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, it's obviously compartmentalized, and we've all been indoctrinated since birth to be like basically slaves. Even the NASA employees, like, we don't know any flat earthers. Like in personal life, like you go,
Right.
like you live, probably everybody lives by a NASA. Fuck, you probably drive. There's probably one in North Carolina. They got a NASA station. I mean, I don't know, Lori, but I'm saying like you got to be kidding me. Like, we haven't been to the fucking moon. Like, they're lying about the sun and the moon and the stars and space,
I agree with
and
that. Hmm.
we're not fucking spinning at 1,000 fucking miles an hour through space chaotically to where, I mean, I guess there's fucking asteroids. I mean, there's something flying through the sky people are filming and that's hitting us that are rocks. Maybe it has to do with the fucking dome. I don't know. No
Right.
one's telling us.
It's
But they
frustrating
gave
that you
us
don't know. Yeah.
no, it is, and they gave us some information, which is, oh, it's an infinite or it's a dome. It's like,
Right.
and it's like, oh fuck, and then like your mind fucking opens up, and you're like, oh, life is great, and blah blah blah,
Yep. And
and
it was so great in the beginning when it would seem so organic. It seemed organic
yeah,
and real. And then as the years go by and you see the, to use your words, the shilliness of it all, that then you
yeah.
question it and you're like, well, I enjoyed this truth when it came out and it was organic and pure. And now that it's been so messed up, you're looking back and you're like, well, I enjoyed the truth when it was pure and unadulterated. And now when you look at the shilliness of the whole thing, you're like, that's what your problem is right now. You're looking at it and you're like, how can something so beautiful be so ugly right now? And it's a very ugly truth thing to look at right now. You look at the infighting, you look at the threats, you look at the stuff that's going on,
Mm-hmm.
the frustrations. It's an ugly truth.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, like time tells truth. So over time, you see what it is, and you're speaking from someone like in the community. Like we need to come. Like there's not very many. They think there's like just so many of us, but there's only so many that are vocal on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And this community, it's run by these other people
Right.
that are all friend. They're all seem to be friends. I mean, like come on, give me a break. You got this dude that's this admitted Satanist, Masonic, 33-degree Mason with voodoo dolls poking
Yeah.
him on your
I,
show.
how
I
about
mean,
that?
you gotta be fucking kidding me. This is our leaders,
That is a great
and
point.
I'm just sick of that. Like,
Yes.
if this is going to go mainstream and these are the people that are bringing it out, like, this is a joke. So if there's a few real people in the community, we should stand against it. Like, we should speak up, because we know that there's some shilliness going on. And I
Right.
don't know any other word to use. I don't know if it's for ABC or if it's for the CIA or whatever 3-letter fucking words you want to use. But it doesn't matter to me. You don't give us this truth. We're real people. We're real working people. We know 9/11 is shilly as fuck, and we know Sandy Hook is shilly as fuck. And now you give us the flat Earth, and then it's like, oh, we expect everyone to fucking line up and get your fucking 666 tattoo. No, fuck you.
Right. You don't like, yeah. And now that you're looking at it in hindsight, you're seeing the crap that's come out in the last, and the characters, they're actually
Exactly.
characters. The characters that brought this out, for the
Professional
most part,
trolls.
yeah, it's been like, look at, you got the guy with the voodoo dolls, right? You got
Exactly.
the steer show.
The
You got more.
fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
it's like you got Eric. It's like, wow,
It's
there's
a
a bunch of
circus.
characters. It is a circus. And that's why a
It's a
lot of
fuck.
people like me back away from it. You're like, as interesting as a topic it is for me and was for me, it's like I like the people that are involved in it. I've made some friends through here. I'm still interested in the topic, but it's become so ugly and so full of people like this that you just don't want anything to do with it.
No, exactly. But
Hmm.
I feel bad. I feel like responsible or obligated to say something, like, because of the last 8 months that have went on, or a year that have happened. I feel obligated to fucking break the ice tonight. And I'm like, I'm sorry for calling people shills, but I have a right to say, if the Earth is flat and this is our YouTube community, then like fuck you. Like, this is I'm leaving a space for me now. Like, if
Right.
anyone wants to come on the show, I'm not even looking at chat. But if Brian wants to come on, or Bob, or Pop, and John Cumby, I don't care. I know Cumby's sleeping, but fuck me, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, we have to talk about this.
And you
We
notice
can't.
it's mainly the large channels that have been with these people. Like, how do you feel about Jeranism? I mean, I used to,
Well,
when I came
okay.
into this, I enjoyed listening to him in the very beginning.
I
I
agree.
really
You
did.
have people like Jaron, Mark, and these people. They don't talk about anyone else, but you have Eric bringing a whole fucking website dedicated to shills that got
Yep.
us all into this. Then you have math that talks about shills all the fucking time, and the other side, and this divide and conquer. But then you have these mediocre people in the middle that don't talk about it at all.
Right.
It's a whole operation, and they're
They
all
ignore it.
friends, and they're all fucking friends. They're all little buddies, and that's what the problem I have is that they're all fucking friends, and there's proof. There's a lot of proof. Okay, and you have your operation going on, which is complete operation and is proven. And I don't want to get into that. I just want to say to them, I'm going to give a place for real people to go. And if there's any real people out there besides Glenn and his wife and all these other people watching, listen, there's a real place to go, and I'll try to do something to put a show on. Like right now, like who's fucking bored of YouTube right now? Me. Like, so fucking boring without fucking Gleffrey causing all this drama.
I like it better that way.
I know. I'm just kidding. That's why I didn't even want to do anything. I was like, I like this quietness, you know.
Yeah. No, we don't need him attack, because look who he attacks, little people, that are just on here. Like you said, the real people.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad that they'll wait for real people to come around and like befriend them and then like sabotage them. It's like this is hire some. Yeah, no, I was gonna say hire some customer service trolls instead of like trolls that are just killers. Like hire some nice trolls that aren't so mean to people and give them a place to go instead of bashing them and threatening to kill them and.
Yeah, that was bad. Yep.
Yeah, and calling the police and the fire department and child services and their jobs and getting them fired. Like, instead of that stuff, Patty and Mark and all you fucking top shills, like, hire people that are nice to the real people and give them a place to go. I'll give them a place to go. You know, like
well, you can't go in her chat because you know how they moderate it so much, and if you don't say nice things, you're just automatically blocked. You can't ask questions or anything.
Fuck, man. I'm just so like, I'm mad. I want to do a witchy woman and just focus on Patty, just to fucking fuck with the flat Earth leaders, because but there's another key. There's another key to the flat Earth leaders, the flat Earth shills, that has been exposed, but it's been shunned and covered up, and no one wants to talk about it. And it's like, oh, don't talk. Fuck. You know what, Lori? I'll let you talk. You're on the beach.
No, I'm waiting for you to explain what you're meaning. Like expand.
Well, they always say, like, why aren't you focusing on Mark and Patty and Eric and Math? And like, because there's a reason, because there's an operation going on, and with an operation, it starts from the bottom to the top, and like, there's certain things that are happening that people are ignoring, and like I've been told not to talk about it. So it's like, okay, should I just do what they want me to do and not say anything?
No, you do the opposite, unless that's what they want you to do.
But why don't they want me to do it? It's just like why do they want control? I mean, like, should we not say anything? Don't say nothing, or should we make jokes? Or
I would say whatever you want to say.
It's rebellish, It's kind of adventurous,
Absolutely.
I mean, because Glenda's not doing it. I mean, Gleffrey wasn't doing it. They were like causing all this. They're working for them. This is what I'm trying to put out.
There you go.
It's obvious these other people are working for them. Why would they create so much havoc for nothing?
That was a lot of havoc.
Yeah, I mean, why do all that for nothing? Unless you're working for these people. And like, I'm just a real guy, like, that happened to like catch a fucking Pops bug or whatever. Pop, if you're listening, Pops, like, I don't know if he's in chat, man.
No,
come on the show.
I haven't seen him.
But I don't know, Lori. You're on the beach, so you got all the wisdom right now.
My wisdom. My wisdom today was the video I made. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out how to change my whole mindset to having less and not having things stored up like I used to. That's my thing.
you'll find out. Like I've been traveling for a while, and like eventually you just need yourself and like
Right.
appreciate as soon as you appreciate things and you're grateful, like things just come.
Yeah, stuff. I started this in 2009, being concerned with preparing for disasters and things that could happen. And I was always very proud of myself for being self-sufficient and having a lot of food and water on hand and protection and everything I needed. And then when I come down here, just coming down with a camper and getting this apartment, it's like I don't have all that stuff anymore. And then you wonder how much of it did I really need? Because in the 10 years I did it, I never needed it anyway. So, it's like I'm not going to waste the money in doing all that anymore. And you get wrapped up in these conspiracies on YouTube. It's like, what's going to happen next? An earthquake, a comet, or something's going to knock out the power. The whole economy is going to crash, and one thing after the other. It's all fear porn. You have all these things that are going to keep happening and keep happening. And how about living in the moment? I mean, it's good to prepare for the future to an extent,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to wrap my whole life in it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, there's something to focusing on things, and then things become like you, that's the one thing that never happens though. It's like you're focusing on the end of the world, and like you're prepping. I'm not saying the end of the world, but even with weapons, like you go around like carrying a weapon all the time. Like you're probably gonna run into someone that's breaking the law, and you're
Right.
probably gonna, it's like
Most of the
I don't know.
places down, they're not as, where I'm at now, it's not, you can't even go in the places. Like up north, I could go in anywhere. And here they have signs everywhere, like no concealed weapons, like, and I'm like, wow, they're all not very gun friendly here. But I think it's because it's a tourist area. It's like they don't want them anywhere around here.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're a female, I think anywhere in America, if you have like a little gun in your purse, I think that's going to be acceptable by anyone because you're protecting. I don't,
Yeah, they
you
don't know
know,
you have it anyway.
yeah, that's, but also what I'm trying to get at is if you go looking for trouble, you're going to find it unless you know how to use, like, if you're a hunter and like, like you use like bows and you're like a person in the country, but if you're in the city, like there's a whole
Right.
argument with that. But what
See,
I'm
my
trying
main
to,
thing up north, I would always have it because I'd be alone walking in rural areas.
yeah, I
Up
mean,
there. Yeah.
like I said, I feel like in any state in America, like if you're a female, you should be able to carry like a weapon in your purse or something, like whatever. Like I don't know, even if it's concealed.
Yeah, you're traveling
That's
at night alone in your car and you go to these road rests. You should see what that's like.
yeah.
Yep. But down here, it's just different. I don't feel the need to stock up like I did up there. Just
Yeah, like it's
don't see
beach.
it.
It's I don't know, especially when you're by the beach. It's everyone is more relaxed, and there's something about the ocean and the salt water.
They're so different down here. Let me tell you a story. 2 weekends ago, it was actually 2 weeks tomorrow. I was out with my two girls, and I stuck my wallet in my back pocket, and I went out, and I wasn't even buzzed. I was just walking with my girls, had my wallet. It was late at night, and I didn't want to bring my pocketbook, and we sat down on Main Street there in front of a place that was playing music, and we were talking. I get home, and the next morning I went for my wallet to go somewhere. My wallet was gone. And I was like, I have never lost my wallet in my life, ever. And I could not find my wallet anywhere. So we went to the one place we had stopped at earlier where we did go in for a drink and there was music and stuff. They didn't have it. Went to the second place we were sitting out in front of, they were closed that day. So I was like, can't check there. I turned off the credit cards. I cut up the debit cards. I called and shut the bank cards off. I'm like, now what? My license, my insurance, all my stuff. Everything's in the wallet. The spare key to the truck. Everything's in my wallet. I was sick. So 6 days later, I'm just about ready to give up, and you have to go get a new license and everything.
Damn.
I said, I popped in the place we were sitting in front of that night. I walked in there, and it was just like a last-ditch effort. I'm like, you didn't have a wallet turned in last week, did you? She goes in the drawer, and there it was, with the money still in it.
Wow.
Someone found it on the ground in front of the place and turned it in.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it.
Beach life, baby.
The people here in South Carolina are so different from New Jersey and New York.
Yeah.
They're so different. I mean, everybody seems so nice and laid back and nice. It's really nice. Now I know why I like Barbie McGill so much. She's from South Carolina. One of
Yeah,
the laid
people.
back people.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. People from the South, like my grandmother is from the South, and there's just something about old school like teachings in the South and respect, and you know that they don't
Yes.
have it in the North in the cities, um, like Chicago, New York, and a lot of cities up north. But I'm not saying that's true for everyone. I
I've
noticed.
just noticed a difference since I came
Yeah.
down here. Just in general, in the stores, the people that you walk past, everybody says hello. Everybody asks how you're doing. It's just different. I've never been in this state before, and it's different.
Yeah, it's a lot slower in the South too. Like everything is a lot slower. Like in the north or in the big cities, it's a lot faster. You know, everything moves faster. But
Yeah, that takes some getting used to too, because I'm not used to the slow pace either.
yeah,
I'm not used to the slow pace.
I mean, as far as work goes, I'm not minding it so much. You know, like sometimes when it's like I don't, because I've worked in like Miami where it's been like really high end, like really fast paced, like hardcore.
Yep.
And then you work like you're saying in like a like say it's Midwest or Southern country town,
Right.
and everything's different, and it's like okay, cool. Like I'm not so whatever, and I'm making similar money, not as good, but whatever.
So you're on the same exact time frame now. Then that's good because you used to go on way too late. Used to always weren't you like an hour, a couple hours behind before?
Um, no, I just always went on late on purpose. Like
Oh, like 2, 3 in the morning.
yeah, I would do it on purpose. Uh,
Okay.
I was trying to stay like if no one else is around and there's something about like just catching that I don't know.
I used to love when you'd go on when Jeff was on. Oh, that was so funny. I used to love when you did that. You would stream his show through yours so that everybody could come in your chat. That was great.
No, I would wait. I literally would wait. I'd be like, okay, if he talks about me,
Yep.
I'll get mad enough to do it. And then like I would be like, all right, fuck it.
That was great. I remember being at my daughter's in the camper, and I would actually get up and put the thing on. I'm like, oh my god, this is fantastic! And I would love when you went on when he was on. I loved it, and so did like 15 to 18 to 20 people.
I know. What the fuck?
You had like 25 people. What time
I
was like
know.
because you were restreaming because nobody could say anything in there.
Yeah, and I was able. I had a voice, like, and he was over there just bashing me and like
Yes.
Brian and like.
Yeah, and you're sitting there, you're like, "Fuck you!"
Oh,
Those were the best shows. Oh my god!
It. Yeah, I still have that. I
Are
still
they
have
still
that.
on your channel?
Yeah, I still have
Oh,
it.
they were great. Oh my gosh, those were exciting times. That's back when everybody was going to get carted off, and I was going to get extradited, and
Man, they had me thinking like all these people were watching, like the police were watching and all this
yeah, yeah,
shit.
yeah. They're taking your names out of chat right
And
now.
you know what? I was like, people were researching like the laws and what you can and can't say, and I was like, fuck it, like this is bullshit, man. Like, and then he
Yep.
comes out with this fucking stupid fake bomb and all
I
this
know.
stupid shit. And I was fed up. I was like, no way. No fucking way. Like, I'm not going to take this shit, you know?
And you were the only one that actually called it out right then and
I
there.
know.
That was
I
good.
know. Right on the spot. And I didn't,
Yep.
and I was like, and I apologize to anyone that's like thinking I'm not the fucking auto hoax king. But like, when I see a hoax, I, like, fuck it. Like, at
Yeah.
that point, I was the king that day. That day, I
You
was the
were.
king.
You were. I remember
Yeah.
that night so clearly. I remember where I was, what I was doing, what the temperature was outside. And when you came on, and I was like, "Oh my God, that was great!" Because he was saying in the chat, he was in the show, and he's like, "They're taking your IP address right now, so you stay online right now because they're going to track you."
Yeah.
Oh my God,
I
that
was
was
like,
funny.
fuck you, take it, fuck it. I don't care anymore.
I remember that.
Come to my house. Like, I don't even care
Um,
anymore. Like, fuck it. Like,
like
what am I doing?
what laws are you breaking? Yeah, yeah.
I'm not breaking any law, Jeff. I don't care who you're working for, dude. Like,
Oh my
I'm
God.
paying taxes. I'm fucking a perfect American. Like, you might as
Exactly.
well hire me, motherfucker. Like, you might as well hire me and pay me double what I'm making now to work for you fucks.
And if I didn't
But,
see this summer unfold, I would have never believed it was possible if I didn't actually live it and see it.
oh, you kind of broke up a little bit.
Oh, I said if I didn't see what went on this summer for myself, I would have never believed it.
Yeah, it's just so repetitive over the last 3 years, and things have been happening. It's just at this point, you step back and you look. Like, time tells so much truth. You have to you come to a point where I'm at, where other people are at, and you see certain people and you say certain things, and you're just like, wow, like this obviously controlled. And I I don't want to say these people are Satanists or Jesuits, but I do. I do want to say that. I don't know who these people are. I don't know why they would put this information out. I don't know. But this is but someone has to say it. Like, it's not cool that they would do this to us, like, because we knew that 9/11 was fucking bullshit. Everyone knows 9/11 is bullshit. Like, not everyone thinks the earth is flat. Like, can you go outside? You think you're going to run into a flat earth or no? Like,
Right, right.
I don't.
But
I
they've
don't know.
muddied it. They've muddied the subject so bad that now I would not. There was a time, even on my channel, where you saw me telling my best friend about it and referring her to it and telling her to look at it and telling different people I knew about it. I would not want to steer. I would not want to refer anyone to the subject because it is so muddied and it's gotten so very ugly by the things that have gone on in the community. So somebody has made the subject very unpalatable right now. Like, I don't want to show anybody the subject because of all the
No,
stuff that's gone on, right?
no, I agree. I agree. Unless it's funny, one of the jobs I worked, someone said something about the dome, and like I kind of waited to see if they were joking or not. Like, because if they weren't, I would be like, yeah, it's flat, bro.
Right. Right?
But I didn't know if they were like in a joking manner or if they were serious, or else, like, because I would have, if I thought that they were serious, I would have like took them to the side, like, yeah, man, it's flat, huh? Or like
Mm-hmm.
talked about it. But I couldn't tell. It was like, I think they just saw something on YouTube or something.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. A lot of people see a lot. There's a lot more exposure now. It's 3 years later than there was.
So
But obviously, something happened even with you. You were in it, and then you left YouTube and came back. Like you must have reached a point where you left YouTube because of a reason.
yeah, that's what I'm talking to you tonight about, Lori, and that's why I'm upset. And that's why I'm breaking the ice. Like, I'm tired. Like, and I'm sorry, shows. Like, I'm sorry. It's hard for a real person to not get paid like you guys do, and to be a part of this shill fucking show. And unfortunately, I am a part of it, and I am a character in this. So if I'm not gonna get paid, like, I'm gonna be disgruntled, and no pun on disgruntled employee, because that was stolen from Cumby, which is Rain Kisses or Glenn or fucking Gleffrey. I don't fucking know, but anyway, oh man,
So do you still trust the message behind all this? I mean, now that
well,
you
no,
still
there's no
trust it?
trust. See, the people who say belief, and the word belief is just wrong, because no one knows anything. Like, you can't just, I mean, there's no label for me. I'm not, like, you can't label me this flat, or like, this is not a belief. Like, it's just questioning, talking with you right
Right.
now. Like, I'm
Right.
not, like, I don't know what the fuck it is, but I know it's not what they lied about. So it's, and then
Right.
they put 500 years in the making on the back of their t-shirts. Like 500 years ago, it was like they created the ball, and then the bale, and fucking the bull god, and like, I'm just like, there's so much bullshit. There's just layered in Masonic and Jesuit fucking symbolism everywhere, and like, fuck,
So you
you
don't
know, and
trust any of it,
I
yeah.
don't, fuck you, fuck everything, you know. It's just like,
Yep.
fuck this place. All the policemen are Masons, okay? All the fucking, everywhere you go, you have to deal with these secret societies. And are they worshiping Lucifer? Yes. Okay? They are. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, and it's like, oh, don't believe in God or Jesus because it's the sun. But then
Yeah.
it's like, of course there was a fucking man that was going against these fucks. What is going on? Like, these are our history books. The last books we have are the Bible. You know, we need to study this. We need to study these things. And it's just like, we got Patty fucking Steers, our head fucking flat earth leader. And she's wearing a fucking prosthetic fucking mask. And she's Tim Steer and Shannon Osei, Dan Pratt.
Right.
Fuck you fucks. You know?
I
Like,
didn't
they
Dan
have so
Pratt
much.
in there.
No, it's like, oh, wait. We got more disinfo for you. She's a tranny. Like, okay, she's Tim Pratt. She's her brother. Wait a minute, we got more. She's Shannon O'Shea, this other person, and like, what else can we come up with
Yeah, that's true. What else
to
can they come up with?
distract from something else?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if it's not the latest news from Alex Jones and Jeff and Dan, then it's fucking Mark and Patty, and where the fuck is Eric Dubé? Like, and Matt Powerland's playing the fucking guitar. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, fuck the flat earth YouTube. Like, that's why I like anyone that walks away from this shit. I don't blame you,
No, I
but
know.
I feel obligated to like at least try.
Yeah.
You know?
At least let people know they're not the only one that thinks that way. Isn't it? You're just
Yeah.
disheartened by all this. What do you think of Dell from the Imaginary Curve? I mean, he seems real enough. I mean, as kooky in his ways as he is, he seems like he's genuine about the subject, right?
Yeah, but I mean, he's obviously a Mason. I mean, he's initiated big time, but
he believes in
that's
what he's saying, though. He really.
Yeah,
I
that's what
think
I'm
he
trying to.
really believes in what he's saying, though.
This is what I mean by the Inglorious Bastards quote, where you're fighting in the basement, where it's like, no matter where you turn, you're gonna be shielded. So it's like you got these shields, but I like Bob Knowledle because he's cool, and like I like Dell because he's cool, and like, but at the same time, like, he's got Eric Dubé as like his homie and like all this shit, but he's still in this shit. That's just like, it's the same thing. It's like Danny Pratt. It's like Danny fucking Pratt all over again. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Some of the people, even if I'm dumb for thinking it or naive or whatever, I still think some people are just genuine people. Like, I don't see anything wrong with Dan. I just think he's a genuine person talking out of his. You have your reasons for thinking he may be something else, but there's some people on here. I don't think everybody is involved in the things like you think that everybody's involved in some back deal thing. I don't think everybody is that we see on here. It's just some, yes, are steering the movement, but not everybody we see or know.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because I do get a little extreme. I do need to be straightened out.
It's just, I mean, that's just my own personal feeling. Everybody has their own feelings towards the people that they know. I've talked to Dell on Skype, face to face, before he got mad at me for talking to Jed, back when, he was first starting out. I talked to him because I was writing his comments. He was on mine, and we had a Skype conversation. We talked face to face. He seemed like a real, genuine person. But then he got real big, and then the Eric thing he got with that, but he got mad at me for talking to Jed, and that was just all stupid drama. But he seemed like a real person because I talked to him. I looked at him in the eye. You know, I've talked to Dan on Hangouts. I've talked to a lot of different people, and some were just seem like very genuine people. Others
Yeah.
seem like actors, and others come across like complete fake actors, like Mark. He just doesn't seem like real to me at all. It's my own personal opinion.
Well, I'm very glad you said that because I could be going a little far, but I have every right to expect everyone at this point. You
Oh,
know, it's like
absolutely.
um, I I'm glad you said that because I like Dan, but I just like you look at what he does on a daily basis. Like he puts out 5 videos a day, and it sounds like he's covering the news. Like I don't mind like if he's doing that to make whatever. Like I said, $100 a month or whatever. I don't know.
And everybody has their channels to do what they want with it. You know, they could do whatever. Every person can do what they want with their channels. They could talk about anything they want to on their own channels. You know, I really liked it when he did the video about the Walmart receipt because it was just that day that it was the day before where I had a problem with the receipt checker at Walmart. I was really pissed off. And then I come home and he had the video up, and I'm like, that's it. That's it. I'm going in. And yet every time I've been in there since, nobody's bothered me for it. So that was a good one. That was a good one with the receipt checkers. I like that one.
Yeah, it's just when I hear Dan, I hear Jeff. Like I
Yeah,
hear
I
the same.
understand that. Yep. Yep.
I hear the same argument. Like he made a video the other day about someone that was a pedophile or he's a victim. Like all these people, like Omniaris again. I'm like thinking, like, damn, Omniaris, that's a year old, man. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
See, I didn't even see
Like,
that one because I don't see them
like,
all.
he's like, oh, I'm a victim of like all these people attacking me and like, dude, I don't want to attack you, man. Like, I just fuck it. I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm just chilling with you, Lori, tonight. I don't even want to go there.
Well, at least you understand that. I understand what you're saying though about. I really feel like you're hurt over the subject seems very dear to you, and then you have all these people just muddying the whole thing. They're making a
Yeah, I
mess
mean,
out of it.
it's like Patty is Tim and Shannon O'Shea, and I don't. Like I said, I'm not ready right now. I just wanted to not break the ice. Don't break. I'm not breaking the ice. I just wanted to get back live again because, like, fuck it. I don't. No one. I feel like someone out there is like sad.
Someone out there sad.
Maybe.
Maybe you just miss talking to your friends on here. Where is your Pop and Brian and everybody? Oh, it is a Wednesday night.
Brian will hit the lottery.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he hit the lotto. So like, I don't even know if he's gonna come around anymore. Cause
Hit
like
the
he's
lotto, huh? He's gonna
yeah.
remember his friends.
I don't know. Like I was trying to get him to send me like 500 G's, but that's kind of a lot.
I saw a thing on Facebook. They said how to fix that. If you win the lottery, you don't tell anybody, and then you call all the people that you know and you ask them to borrow $500 and tell them it's an emergency, and then they'll make up their excuses or him and haw whatever, and then after you've called everybody that you can think of and ask them for $500 for an emergency, then you announce about your lottery winning, and then you'll see if you hear from those people. I thought that's like a real good idea if that ever happened, but
Well, there's a lottery that's like 100 and whatever, $1.9 billion right now.
well, never mind the lottery. You know what my idea of trying to win big is? We have a thing here at the park. It's called the wishing tree. It's a
Yeah.
wishing tree, and there's these oyster shells all along the beach, and they have holes
Yeah.
in them. And it says make a wish, and you hang the oyster shell in the tree. So that's my idea of trying to hit that. I make my wish, and I hang my shell in the tree.
Yeah, I was thinking about like going to a China buffet and getting like one of those fortune cookies and just playing that number.
There you go. That's the way I'm doing. I'm hanging my shell in the wishing tree. Hey, I got my wallet back, so something must have worked. I got the wallet back, so we can't make fun of the wishing tree.
No, but I mean, as far as like traveling and just being like that, like living like a nomad or whatever, like
Yep.
I've done that, and like
It all
really
works out. Mm-hmm.
yeah, it does, it really does, and all you really need is you, and like, because it makes you a better person, because you're really not the person. Like when you say I, it's not like Lori, like it's like your consciousness or whatever. Like I don't know how to explain it, but
I understand what you're saying. Mm-hmm. You're
yeah,
more
like
than your name. You're more than your body.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you're more than your mind. You're more than your body, and all that fixes itself. Like you don't have to try to breathe. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like, and even when like Ronnie and Jason say it's a simulation, in some way I kind of agree with them, because you're not it kind of is. Like I don't like I think they're shills too, but I'm just saying, like I I kind of I like talking about things like that, like electricity, like magnetism and simulation theories and weird
Mm-hmm.
shit. Like it's cool. So
Oh yeah.
but when you come out here trying to bash Christians, like I have a problem with that, because our whole country is based off of that, you know,
Right.
and I'm based off of that, and I get it. I get what they're saying, but at the same time, what's your agenda? Like, you know, like what are you, a psychopath or a narcissist or something? Like you're trying to hurt, like go around and like, what are you, a professional troll? Like, what do you want to
Yeah. Like,
ruin
what do they
people?
want to get? Yeah. What's their
Where
end game?
why
Yeah.
you want to ruin people?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you just protecting things, you know? Like, or are you just protecting something?
You never
Like, what
know.
are you protecting? Like, what? That's what I want to get at. It's like, what did we say? What did we do to where it's like you have to threaten our lives? You know,
Yeah. Like,
like,
what raw nerve did somebody touch on here that triggered all that?
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Makes you wonder what was said or done that flickered all that, made all that spark. Yep.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what made all that happen.
Yep.
But when you step back and you look at it in time and you place it all together as a detective.
Yeah, I'm glad to know you still have those videos up, because you still have audio and stuff on there that isn't anywhere else.
What are you talking about? What
Like
video?
when you were, did you keep up the live streams when you were live streaming other chat rooms and you were yelling about them when I was talking about that before? Did you keep
Oh
them up?
yeah, no, I still have that video. I think the one that you like is called Flat Earth Killers.
Uh-huh. Because then you
Flat
have the
Earth,
audio of that show on there and all the stuff that was
yeah,
said. Uh-huh. That's not found
yeah,
anywhere else, yeah. Unless someone recorded
yeah.
the show. And Neil Bryan has
Well,
it,
of course, Brianable. I mean, like I was trying to tell them like a long time ago, like don't fuck with Brianable. Like you don't want to
I
fuck with
see
Brianable.
that. My guy, that history that he has in his computer. Holy crap.
Oh yeah, like he's too smart. Like
He
okay,
has it
so
all filed away.
yeah, okay, there's people that are like kind of smart, like me and you. Like we have good common sense, and like we're kind of smart. Then there's other people that are like geniuses and or whatever, and then there's like mensas, right? Or mensa, I think is the word. And those people are kind of weird, and you're like, hey, like, you know. But then when you start talking to them and you get to know, like, okay, this person is a different kind of level of
Right.
mentality. And I was trying to tell everybody, like, yo, don't fuck with Brianable. That's why well, I don't know if I labeled him Brianable, but
And all I did was laugh at you.
yeah, like, oh yeah, that's funny, yeah. And then they'll
Hmm.
keep fucking with him, but like, nah, don't fuck with him, dude. Like, he'll fuck you up.
He's got it
Like,
all labeled and filed, and yeah.
yeah, like you don't want to fuck with that dude. Like he will fuck you up. Like
And
it's
when he
like
made his videos and when he stays calm and clear and concise, everything came across so reasonable. It was
yeah,
really
like
good.
because
Yeah.
they for the last 6 months he's been so high, like strong, like he's not himself. Like
Right.
Now he's starting to become like understandable about like
Yes.
what's going on.
Yep.
But
It's different.
that's what you have to expect, and that's why you when you're like, well, why did you leave and come back? And well, that's what happened to me. The same thing, attacked, hacked, whatever. Like same thing that they did to him, they did to me, they did to John Comby, they do to everyone.
Yeah.
That comes in.
Yep.
And this is why I'm here now as this. Even though this was created over time, I didn't come in expecting this to be what it is, but this is what's happened. So
Right. In the
here I
beginning,
am.
you were just making like funny videos.
Yeah, because I wasn't expecting anything. I was mad because Dan came out and said that Patty was Shannon O'Shea.
Mm. Okay. I remember you had like funny videos up in the beginning.
Well, yeah, my first video I think is about math or something,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. But before that, I was around in 2015. I've told you this before
Mm-hmm.
as another thing, another whole thing, and then I experienced the same thing that Brian experienced, that everyone experiences.
See, why does that happen in this subject matter? Why, like, does this
That's
happen
why.
everywhere in every type of
Yes,
subject?
yes.
It does.
It's not
Okay.
just flat Earth.
Okay.
It's not just flat Earth. It's every. It's being these. There's a lot of people getting paid, or something that's going on to where there's a lot of trolls, or it's psychologically programmed into other people to be attacked. Like they like
Yeah, I wonder
build.
if it's human nature or what, because it's a lot of nuttiness.
Yeah, I mean it's not just flat Earth, but we just experienced the worst of the worst. I think is what just happened.
Mm. Yeah, that was bad.
It was bad. I mean, like police, bombs.
Yeah, my daughter's trying to tell me, stay off YouTube, stay off the internet, you know.
Why do you think everybody's so scared to go live? It's like fuck. It's been 2 weeks for me, and I'm just like sitting here chilling, thinking, dude, should I hit live?
Yeah, you're not hurting nobody. Can't say how much longer though, because I have to get up tomorrow morning. I'm driving over to the west side of South Carolina to visit the girls. So
Oh,
it's
cool.
almost a 6-hour ride tomorrow. Oh, I can't believe the state is so wide. It's like 6 hours. You're in the same state. Oy.
Yeah, and I think then you're in like Tennessee or something after that.
Yes, yeah, you bet. Right near it. I'm gonna go over on that
It's
side of the
pretty.
state tomorrow. Yeah, it's very pretty.
You'll have a good ride. Enjoy
Yeah.
your ride. Yeah.
Well, we drove here from there. When we came here from there, it was nighttime, so I didn't see anything on the way here. So now we'll be going there tomorrow during the day. It's supposed to rain Friday, so get the ride in now. Yeah, get the ride in now.
Well, you have a good trip. You don't have to stick around. Thanks for counseling me. I appreciate it.
I just hope it helped you just to talk about it. I understand what you were saying. I really do.
Yeah, it's kind of, and I could easily walk away, but I feel obligated to be on here or something. I don't know.
Well, you never know what the future has in store for you. I mean, I think you did. Like I said, you were there when everybody was really frustrated with that other show, and you opened up your lines, and everybody came in your chat room and heard it there, and was able to say what they were thinking, and that was just the best. That was the best. So you might need you for that kind of thing in the future.
Yeah.
Awesome. We can always count on you to, hey, come on, you want to come in here.
I might do that every time Patty and Mark go live.
That would, I won't watch her show. I haven't in over a year and a half. Now, if somebody else was showing her show and you had your own chat room going and we could talk about it and laugh about it, then I would watch it. But I'm not going to watch it with her chat room going and you can't say anything that's on your mind. Like, what fun is that? What fun is that?
Yeah, that's exactly the point. And like I wanted to do that on during her show, but that's the thing. It's like, do you have the balls to hit live and actually do that?
Right? And then you know how long it won't take you long till someone realizes it and tells her, and then you get struck for doing it, for streaming it.
Yeah, she will. She will. Oh my gosh, she has so much YouTube power.
Yeah, right.
She'll take a whole channel. Like you won't even be able to view it. Like it'll be gone.
Yep.
She will fuck you up. That's why you kind of got to be nice to her.
You can't get away with that stuff with her, right?
No,
But
she'll fuck.
you can do like a little bit tonight, show something and talk about it, like if you see something on the video that specifically you have thoughts about, you can always show that and then talk to people about it.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot more to show. I mean, there's tons more to show. It's just
that
it's
it's a weeknight,
overwhelming.
and yep, got to get a panel and go over it.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
what you
know
got to
where
do.
Pops is. Pops is gone. We need Pops as like the energy guy.
Yeah, it's fun.
color commentator or
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
All right, well, let me get ready for bed, and I'm glad you came on tonight. I was wondering where you were too.
Oh, cool. Thanks for
It's
coming
funny when
on.
when you messaged me. I was going to message you an hour before that and say, "Where have you been? I haven't heard from you."
It's funny how things work, isn't it?
It
It's
is.
not. It's not a coincidence.
No, not at all. Because I really was. I was going to get you through the hangout, say, "How you been? What's going on?" And then you messaged me instead.
Yeah, I was wanting to do a free energy thing this weekend, so you're invited. Probably a free energy something show, Flat Earth
Okay.
show this weekend. But
Okay.
have a good night. Travel well tomorrow and be
Thank
safe.
you. All right, I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
All right, take care.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Bye. Hey, Lori, you have to hang up, Lori. Well, I have a little bit longer. I'll wait and see if she hangs up. I was gonna send the link to Patty. I was thinking like maybe Patty would want to come on. You know what I could do? I could drop you out, Lori. I'll drop you out just for the sake of friendship, because like I don't think you want to be on the show anymore. If I eject her though, then that will ban her, or I'll mute her. That's what I'll do. Mute. Mute. Wait. There we go. So I just muted her instead of ejecting her. But I'll leave this going. I mean, for a little bit. I don't have to work as early tomorrow, so I was thinking about playing some music or maybe playing a video or something. I'll play a Flat Earth and Other Hot Potatoes. It's a good video. Everybody likes it. I'll play it. Why not? Check.
Seeing is believing. As these globes clearly illustrate the Earth is round. Or is it? Our cover story is reported by Brooke Silverberg. Probably most people nearby laugh at it, think we're idiots. We're not idiots. We're intelligent people from all walks of life and all ages.
Patricia Steer is one of what you might call the stars of today's Flat Earth movement, which mostly orbits around YouTube. Patricia Steer agreed to play a game of 20 questions, Cosmic Edition. Photos of the Earth from space.
Completely and utterly false.
Is the sun 93 million miles away?
No, the sun is not as far away as we've been told, nor is the moon. They're probably about the same size.
How about those photos of astronauts who look like they're floating around on the space station?
Completely fake. Harnesses, wires.
Did we really go to the moon?
No, we didn't go to the moon. And we don't have a rover on Mars. And we didn't do a flyby of Pluto. And we've never been to space. Period. End of.
In short, flat earthers don't believe much of anything unless they see it for themselves. They say NASA is just a part of a massive conspiracy.
It's a giant game of chess. We, all of us in humanity, are the pawns. Part of the whole flat earth thing is keeping us locked down, not knowledgeable about who we are, who we really are as people, and what we're capable of.
Oh man, what's up? What's up, P Mars? Welcome to my party. We'll play Bob Nodal, my favorite flat earth show of all time.
We know Denver hosts a lot of big conventions, but one of them next month really caught our attention. You might already be signed up for the Flat Earth International Conference.
Sign up for the Flat Earth International Conference.
Shouldn't be that surprising that they're gathering here in Denver.
Not at all, and you can actually stream flat Earth information live 24/7. The guy who created this channel, it's called Globebusters, and he lives right here in Denver. Denver has one of the largest concentrations of flat earthers around, which is why this is the second international conference being held right here in Denver. Now, we talked to the man behind this YouTube channel to find out what flat earthers are all about.
We are of the opinion that not only is
Bob
flat, and I don't mean there's not
look at Bob
and stuff like that, but we're not on an actual ball. It's a plane.
Bob Nodal is well known in the flat earth community. His YouTube channel draws international attention, for better or for worse.
I get a lot of death threats, stuff like that. People
Death threats.
don't like this subject at all.
You can decide for yourself.
Join us,
Denver,
for the Flat Earth International Conference 2018.
Flat Earth
The report for the
Conference.
convention just went up along E470.
People can go there and be uninhibited about their beliefs.
This Denver's
what they
pretty
think.
cool.
They can discuss it openly and freely.
As a pilot and engineer,
Well, that
Bob
looks
used
like
to
a
think
triangle
it
with
was
a
crazy. One of
freaking
the theories he now
nice star at the
Flat
top.
earthers also do not believe that there is anything such thing as space. And that's a crazy claim.
Wait a
right?
minute.
So
Wait
what
a
about
minute.
astronauts?
Wait a minute.
They can discuss it openly and freely.
As a
Whoa.
The billboard for the convention
2018.
just went up.
Inhibited about their beliefs, what they think. They can discuss it openly and freely.
As a pilot and engineer,
As it is. Wait a minute. What the fuck? Glaciers.
Bob used to think it was crazy. One of the theories he now believes.
Flat earthers also do not believe that there is anything such thing as space. And that's a crazy claim.
Aren't you?
So what about astronauts?
Flat
The space
earthers.
shots are actually shot
That's
in a
crazy.
swimming pool. And they are
Shot in
a
a swimming
place
pool.
called the NASA Neutral Buoyancy Lab. Okay? And in this Neutral Buoyancy Lab, they have a full-size mock-up of the ISS.
Bob knows this is controversial. He welcomes debates and says,
Investigate yourself. Do your own research. That's what matters.
if you are
Oh,
curious
it's a
about the international conference, make
mystery.
sure to visit us online. We have more information there at
It's a
cbsdenver.com.
mystery.
Live in Denver, Jamie Leary covering Colorado.
Jamie
first.
Leary. I kind of like Jamie Leary. Let's listen to Jamie Leary one more time.
Shouldn't be that surprising that they're gathering here in Denver.
Not at all, and you can actually stream flat Earth information live 24/7.
24/7.
This channel.
This channel.
It's called Globebusters, and he lives
Globebusters.
right here in Denver. Denver has one of the largest concentrations of flat earthers around, which is why this is the second international conference being held right here in Denver. Now, we talked to the man behind this YouTube channel to find out what flat earthers are all about.
We are of the opinion that not.
The other Bob probably thinks she's a tranny. I don't know. She's kind of cute. A little bit.
All about.
Wait, one more time. All right, then I'm done. Then I'll close the show. Then I'll end the show. Just Jamie, one more time with Jamie.
Here in Denver.
Not at all, and you can actually stream flat earth information live 24/7. The guy who created this channel, it's called Globebusters, and he lives right here in Denver. Denver has one of the largest concentrations of flat earthers around, which is why this is the second international conference being held.
Is there Adam's
right
apple?
Here in
I don't
Denver.
know. I doubt
we talked to the man behind this YouTube channel to find out what flat earthers are all about.
I kind of like Jamie.
We are of the opinion.
Jamie, you did a good job. Jamie did a good job. I can't be mad at Jamie. I like Jamie. She's good. She's good. What's up, Sean Davis? Well, I just want to say rest in peace to all the shills. I mean, that's really all I wanted to do was come on live and just say rest in peace. You know, Patty's piss. Preferably Patty's pee. And I want to thank Lori for coming on. I needed someone to come on the show with me. Like, I couldn't do it alone. I needed someone to hold my hand. I'm just kidding. I could have done it, but, like, I don't know if anyone really gives a fuck, you know? No one else is live. Stupid. YouTube sucks. Yeah, so that's gonna be it. I'll probably play a song and then I'll end the show. At least I broke the ice, or didn't break the ice, or didn't. Um. I'm looking for a certain song that I want to play. And then I'm going to end the show. I don't have like a OBS and a green screen or anything. Just want to play one song. Found it. found it. Finally.
Slide on in, come undone. Baby, roll us up a blunt. Roll up a blunt. Chill on out, we on the way out of town. We'll be laughing as we move on.